Hi, my name is Henrique Chu, and today I'm going to talk about my article that is called Singapore Airlines Balancing Act during this presentation, whose author is Lois Ercles and Joseph Wirtz. So let's start. This is the presentation outline that I will follow. So first I will present how it was written. Then some airline characteristics, then the main subject. This employee training program that is a differential of the company. Some information about the company's fleet, a program related to cost reduction, some curiosities, and at the final, I have the conclusion showing why this article was written, showing also my standpoint, and at the final I have the references. Here I have the objectives with this presentation, so I will present some comparatives between airlines. I will show the operational routine and the excellence program that belongs to the company. Demonstrate company data as number of aircraft and employees, and understand how to maintain the highest quality of service even with low operation cost. So they have this program related to cost reduction, and it's very important for the company to receive more, to generate more profit, and it helps the company to maintain itself. Now talking about the airline characteristics, we need to focus that Singapore Airline has an extremely new and modern fleet. The company has also these three keywords that are innovation, quality, and efficiency. I think if any company seeks to offer these three qualities in its service, it will certainly have many customers, success, and profit. At the top right, we have a table showing the number of aircrafts that belong to the company and the types. And I hope someday I could pilot this kind of aircraft. You can see that all of them are wide body aircraft, and that is amazing. The main subject of the article, Singapore Airlines has won the World's Best Airline Award from Condé Nast Traveler 21 times, and I think this premium has been done just 22 times. So Singapore Airlines has won 21 times. And while this quality being one of the company with lowest cost in its operational routine. So we have a doubt. What is the airline's secret to being the best? So the secret is related to the training program. Service is mostly about people. Pilots and flight attendants deal with people. So they spend a lot of money, not just with training program when a flight attendant or a pilot enter in the company, but also retraining programs with flight attendants and pilots that still are in the company. I will show the characteristics of these training programs in the next slide. So here I have some characteristics. Sorry for my bird. She is singing. I don't know why. Maybe she's hungry. So the training includes course on deportment and much more. Singapore Airlines cabin crews are trained to interact with Japanese, Chinese, and American passengers with different ways. So I think it's very important flight attendants know how to deal with these passengers. Their culture are different, so they have to communicate in different ways. They have to have the accent from these nationalities, and it's very important to the passenger feel more comfortable. So related to the new and modern fleet, in 2009, the average of the fleet was related to Singapore Airlines was 74 months, while the average of other companies was 160 months. This triggers a virtuous cycle. Mechanical failures are rare, fewer takeoffs are delayed, more arrivals are on time, and fewer flights are cancelled. And also, the most important, passengers are happier because their flights are not cancelled, and these flights are on time, and this is very important to the image of a company. Related to the cost reduction program, new planes are more fuel efficient. If you look at a statistic, 27% of company expanding are related to fuel recharge. In 2008, repairs account for 4% of Singapore total cost, compared with 5.9% for United Airlines and 4.8% for American Airlines. And Singapore aircraft spend less time on guard, which means more time in the air. So the way that Singapore Airlines find to get more profit is with their aircraft more time flying and less time in the ground. Here I have a comparative in what Singapore Airlines spend more than its rivals, and in what it spend less. I have to focus in what spend more about buying new aircrafts that I had already said, and said topic is about the salaries. Singapore keeps salaries low by offering employee bonus of 50% depending on Singapore Airlines profitability. So I think that is not so good for the employee, but it's good for the company because the flight attendants and pilots try to offer a better attend to the client, and this make the company receive more profit, and so the employees receive more in its salaries. A curiosity about Singapore Airlines is that it offers 2 brands of champagne in its first class, Cru Grand de Cuvée and Dom Pérignon. I don't know how to pronounce it. I never drink this kind of champagne. Spending 8 million of champagne every year. So I hope one day I travel in the first class in this company. The company has outsourced ticketing and payload processing to a low-cost Indian provider. This happened because India's labor are cheaper than people from other countries. So the labor related to the outsourced ticketing and payroll are from India, from an Indian provider. My conclusion. I think I could summarize in these 2 sentences what I feel studying and reading this article. So at the end of the job, the presentation, it's quite remarkable how much Singapore Airlines care about its customer, which is very smart since customers are the source of profit. I say this sentence very times in my presentation about customers, about profit, and this make the company go away and get more premiums and whatever. It was possible to understand a little about the dynamics of a company of excellence and everything behind a good service provided. And that's it. So now I will show my standpoint, my opinion. I think I have already said about what I think about this company, but it's that behind all this quality, there is a great management system to reach more and more customers, maintaining excellence without increasing cost very much. I believe that company system should be followed by other companies. I hope someday Brazilian companies could get a program or excellence as Singapore Airlines has. And good results are a consequence of all this that Singapore Airlines follow. Here are the references. I only took information from the article that is from Harvard Business Review. So thank you for watching and bye-bye. We are going to see again in the next semester, maybe, I don't know. So bye-bye. Thank you, teacher, for this semester. It was an atypical semester, but we are going to have better days, I hope. Bye-bye. Kisses.